Hi guys, I am so sorry it has taken me so long to upload this video. I am so glad I finally am getting a few minutes to do this. But thank you guys so much for all the questions that you guys asked me for my video, so that way I'm able to answer them for you. I get a lot of DMs and I have so much support. You guys, thank you. Seriously, it means like so much to me. It helps me keep going. It helps me stay on track. But I get so much support from you guys and it's like amazing. Like I love all of you guys. Thank you so, so, so much. Like this was just supposed to be a makeup page, and so just the fact that I turned it completely into something else and you guys did not stop following me is awesome. So thank you guys for all your support and your messages, and I love hearing from you guys with all of your questions or anything you guys want to talk about. So I love it. I have some like regular people that always send me messages and we kind of stay on track with each other, and they let me know how they've been doing and their progress, and I love it. It's amazing. So the first thing I was going to talk about today before I answer all the questions is kind of just like an update of like everything that's been going on. I know last time I did a video, I was kind of like on a super strict diet that my doctor put me on, and it just like it wasn't it wasn't for me. I'm just gonna say that. Um, it was based on like 900 to 1200 calories, and it was freaking hard. Like I'm not gonna lie, I made it through a while through it. I think I was on it for like 2 months or something like that. But it got to the point where I was having side effects. I wasn't sleeping. Like it was too low of a calorie diet. And I thought, when I talked to my doctor about it, I was like, hey, I'm having all these, issues now, and I don't feel good, and I feel like I'm sick, and I feel like my body's like aching and stuff. And he just was like, oh, well, yeah, because, it's a low calorie and we'll add in a couple things like avocado. And he started trying to add in stuff and it worked for a little bit, but I just found like I was wanting to cheat more. I was wanting to like, and me and my husband did. Like I was pushing we're bad for each other sometimes, but I was like, "Hey, I want to, I don't care. I don't even want to be on a diet." I was like miserable with it. So I did change it. I changed things up, and I've kind of I don't know, it's all a trial and error. That's all I'm going to say. So you just got to see what works for you. I've went from keto to low carb. I was on that diet where it was like low carb and only 1,000 calories a day or 900, something like that. That my doctor put me on. It's like I've been all over the freaking place with this. Okay, the fact that I've actually lost weight during this process is surprising to me sometimes. But yeah, I you just have to find what works for you, what's good. Because me and my husband, we do two different things. He likes eating the same meals every day. I make meals for him, and he eats the same foods. I can't do that. I have to have variety. I have to have like whatever I feel like. I can't like meal prep because guess what? I don't feel like having that day. So meal prepping doesn't work for me. Meal prepping works great for him. So like I said, you have to find what works for you because everybody's different. So another thing is the more carbs that I cut out of my life, the more I wanted carbs, the more that I stopped wanting to be on a diet or stopped wanting to care about what I was eating, the more that I wanted to go eat fast food. So I finally decided after the holidays, and I did maintain during the holidays. I didn't really gain. I was kind of like going up and down between 5 pounds during the holidays. So it wasn't bad. I tried to maintain during the week and try to eat as healthy as I could. And then on the weekends, we would be with family or whatever, eating like whatever. So I wasn't stressing myself out during the holidays. I wasn't worried about it. I knew that I would lose it right away, which I did. I actually lost it the very first few days after the new year when I joined Weight Watchers. I lost it within 3 days. I was like, okay, well that wasn't bad for a month of kind of going off track. So I wasn't like too concerned with it. Um, but yeah, I did join Weight Watchers, and again, this may not be for you. It's like it's for, everybody has to find their thing. I also was counting calories on my Fitness Pal before this, which I found was working good. I did decide to join Weight Watchers because it's a little bit similar. You still track all of your food that you eat. It's kind of similar than MyFitnessPal. You have like an app that you track points on. That's through Weight Watchers. It does cost money. So I think I pay like $39 a month or something like that right now because I just wanted to do monthly for now. But I do go to the meetings and I weigh in. That was a huge thing for me. I decided I wanted to go weigh in. When I first started my journey, I was weighing in with my doctor because I was going to be getting weight loss surgery. So when I first started, I noticed that that actually helped me. It helped me to weigh in every week. And my husband said the same thing. Like, you did good when you were having to weigh in once a week. It like kept you accountable. So I decided, yeah, you know what? That is true. So I decided to start doing that again. But this time I joined Weight Watchers and I really do like their program. For anyone that's interested in it, I think it is awesome. It totally gets me to eat healthier foods than I was when I was counting calories. Because 0 points food is all the healthy stuff. So fruits and vegetables, minus avocado and potato, of course. Even corn is 0 on there. But yeah, like I just have found that I'm eating a lot more healthier foods and I really, really like it. So yeah. So a lot of the foods that I post, you'll notice that they're Weight Watcher friendly because and I do get a lot of points for the day because of it goes by your weight and height and age and everything. So it factors in your activity level, the same thing like my Fitness Pal. So yeah, so you'll get points based on that. For me right now, I'm getting 49 points. So somebody else might only get 20 something or 30 something. So based on my points, that's how I eat. I always stick within my points. So you also get weekly points. So that's helped a lot because when I go have my cheat, it kind of makes me a little bit more conscious of what I'm eating. So I try to factor in my cheat meal as my extra points for the week. So anyways, yeah, I'm not trying to sell Weight Watchers to you guys or anything like that, but I'm just letting you know that is a program that I'm doing right now. And I really like it. I feel like, I know my weight loss might slow down a little bit because it's not 1,000 calorie diet where I'm starving all the time and, it's not like that. So yeah, I might only lose 2 pounds a week instead of 5 pounds a week or whatever I was losing before. But at the same time, like I said, this is a lifestyle. This isn't a diet. And I feel like, because it is a lifestyle, you have a lot of changes to make in your life. And I just want to be healthy. That's it. That's my main goal here is to be healthy and not to wind up with diabetes. I was pre-diabetic and that just was like a whole game changer for me. It was like, okay, I need to get healthy and I need to to be my better version of myself. So that was why I decided to do this. So I will read down the questions because that's pretty much all that is new with me right now as far as like what plan I'm doing. I did get a question about my exercise, so that is another thing that I do. I had to take a break for a little bit because of my knee, so I took actually a month break, which killed me because I wanted to go, but I couldn't. Um, so I just got back a few weeks ago, and so far so good. I did have to stop using the elliptical, but I'm doing the treadmill, and I found that I can do a steep incline, like about anywhere from like a 5% incline to 9%. And if I walk at like, what is it, 2.5 miles per hour, I guess. I don't know if that's miles per hour, but anyways, I walk at 2.5 and I walk uphill, I freaking get red and I am like sweating and my heart rate's up to like 150 and I am like good. I'm in like a good place with my workout. So I have found that that does not hurt my knee. So that is what I've been doing. I usually go for about 30 to 40 minutes. That's my usual. If I am short on time, which hey, it happens. Life happens and we have a lot of kids and oh my God, our life is crazy sometimes. So, between all that, have to try to find time to go to the gym. And some days I miss, like everyone else. There's just things that come up, and I just try to get back on the next day. That's like the most important thing that I could tell anybody is consistency. Just keep on trying. Doesn't matter if you messed up the day before. It doesn't matter if you ate that whole tub of ice cream the night before. Just get back on the next day. Get back on the next meal. Just try to get back on. That's the main thing. That is like, I don't care if you keep messing up every single week. Just keep doing it. Because you know what? Those days are going to add up, and it will make a change. You will drop weight, or you will maintain your weight instead of gaining so much, like just something, So that is like my biggest thing. As far as how many days I work out is another question. Um oh, and actually back to what my workouts consist of. Not only do I do the treadmill, but I also have just recently started doing weight training. I have this excess skin that's starting to form on my arm. It's it's inevitable, I guess, but since I've started losing weight just recently, I've noticed that I have this now. And before it was filled with fat and it was nice and firm. Well, now it's not. So, yeah, so now I have started adding in arm exercises and just doing weight training on some of the machines at the gym. And I've been doing a lot of my upper body. I don't want to do my knees yet, like work with anything with my legs or anything like that yet, until I get to the doctor and have my knee checked out, which I'm super lagging on. But anyways, I will get that done soon. So yeah, I don't want to do anything with my legs yet until I have that checked out. But as far as like my upper body, my back, all that stuff that I'm sitting down doing, it's perfectly fine. And it's been going good. I've been sore as hell the last few weeks. On Sundays, I work out with my husband, and he does bodybuilding right now. So he helps me with a lot of exercises, and he kills me, and I'm sure he enjoys it at the gym. So anyways, but yeah, so I try to get to the gym anywhere from 4 to 6 days a week. But like I said, life happens, and that's not always the case. So I I just keep trying. Just every day is a new day, and I just get there if I can. Whatever. I try to get some extra steps in. If I go park at the store, I'll park at the end of the parking lot, and I'll go walk in if it's a day that I couldn't get to the gym. Any little thing like that, just to try to get moving, and that's it. Or I'll clean my house extra good or something if I'm stuck at the house or whatever. So just little things like that. Just getting up off the couch, not sitting down all day. That's my biggest thing. That is how I've gained so much weight, was because I sat a lot and I did not move. So that is like my biggest thing, is getting up and moving. Um, Also, I got a question about what scale do I use. I use a scale by the brand EatSmart. I will link it below. I got it on Amazon. This is like the best scale that I've ever had, I could say. Um, they now go up to 550 pounds. My scale I've had for like, not even joking, 6 years probably. It goes up to 440 pounds. But now they've changed them, so they increased their weight capacity. They have an extra wide platform. So for anybody who is over 400 pounds is finding a hard time finding a scale, this would be the scale for you, because I actually couldn't even weigh in at my largest was 450. I couldn't even weigh on that scale. So, but now they go up to 550. So that's awesome. They're very accurate. They weigh in exactly the same as my doctor's scale. So yeah, so I highly recommend them, and I will link it below. I did get it on Amazon. I believe they're $24.97 right now. So the next question is, do I weigh myself or not watch the scale? Yes, I actually do weigh myself every day. I don't suggest it to everybody because obviously for some people it doesn't work. For some people it discourages them and they want to give up because they feel like they should be losing something every day. Honestly, for me, I probably shouldn't even weigh myself every day. Sometimes it discourages me. Sometimes it makes me work harder. So it just depends. Like this past week, I've been kind of PMSing and I've been feeling bloated and just gross. And I I haven't been really moving on the scale. It's been frustrating this week. I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought this week, you know what? I should just weigh in at my Weight Watcher meeting and stop weighing in during the week. But it's in the bathroom and then I walk by it. So maybe I need to hide it. I don't know, but normally I do. I weigh myself every day. I have noticed that, especially at the beginning, I would see certain foods that didn't agree with me and I would gain weight from them. It didn't matter if they were low calorie. I just, for some reason, my body just was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. For one thing, like Halo Top ice cream, I would have enough calories for it, but every time I would eat it towards the evening, I don't know if it was the sugar or the carbs or whatever was in it, but I would gain weight from it. It never failed. So it was something that I stopped eating at night because I was like, hey, I'm not going to get anywhere this way. And I would only gauge that from the scale. So I don't know. It doesn't work for everybody, but that's what I do. So it's up to you guys what you guys want to do. Some people weigh in once a month, so it's all up to you, what works for you. You guys just have to find that. um, how long till I started noticing my weight loss? I would say probably it was a few weeks. I did start growing out of my clothes before I started my weight loss. So once I did start my weight loss, I started noticing that my clothes were fitting a lot better. They were getting more looser, stuff like that. So I started off in a size 5 at Torrid, and I went down within, I think, about 2 or 3 months. I went down to a size 4. Now I'm at the point in the size 4s where they're starting to get baggy and stuff, to where probably in the next 20 pounds I'll be down to a size 3. So yeah, I did start noticing probably within the first few weeks that my clothes were just starting to, like, oh, finally they're fitting better. But yeah. What food is my weakness? Uh, anything with carbs. The carbs are my weakness. Chips are probably the worst thing for me. It's something that I won't keep in the house. And Spanish rice, Mexican rice. Oh my God. Rice is like, I don't know why, but yeah. It's one of those things that I just try to stay away from as much as possible, or I replace them with other things. Like for fried rice and stuff like that. I don't know why I love rice so much, but anyways, fried rice and stuff like that. I've tried to replace it with cauliflower rice, and to do like a fried rice like that, stuff like that. But yeah, probably definitely I would say chips are probably my biggest weakness, because I just don't keep those in the house, because if they're in the house, I'll eat them. But what's my best go-to snacking food? I would say right now is fruit. Bananas, grapes, sliced apples, uh, the buffalo style. Oh, I should have brought the food so I could have showed you guys. But the buffalo style, I just put it in my post too. What is it? Pretzel chips. Those, like, for 10 of those chips, you get, I think I mean, they're not even chips, they're pretzels, basically. I think for 10, there's like 110 calories or something like that. It's pretty low. And for Weight Watchers, it's 3 points. I add in a light string cheese with it, or I have fruit with it, or whatever. Laughing Cow cheese. The cheese wedges, I love those too. Those are all 1 point on Weight Watchers, and the light string cheese is 1 point. So, yeah, so I try to stick with stuff like that. I usually only have one snack a day, between breakfast and lunch. I'm always hungrier in the morning, probably because I work out in the morning too. Let's see. How do I stay motivated? Um, you know, I would say Instagram motivates me a lot. People I follow, like Fat Girl Fed Up, she motivated me to not get surgery, because when I found her page, I just was like, wow, like she's amazing. Like, she's lost 300 and something pounds now. And she was not that much bigger than I was when I started. So I find my motivation through other people. You guys motivate me, just leaving all the messages you guys leave me, and the comments, and like, wow, you're doing amazing, and like, you're inspiring. Those all those things motivate me. My husband motivates me. He, helps me to keep going. I see his progress. He's lost more weight than I have, and he's doing amazing. He is at the gym, and he's trying to, build muscle and lose weight at the same time, and he looks amazing. Like, he's doing so good, and I'm so proud of him, and that keeps me motivated, knowing that he keeps going. he doesn't even have to say anything to me. Just the fact that he keeps up his routine, that motivates me to keep going. So things like that, if you don't have that, have your spouse motivating you, find it online, find it through these communities like, Weight Watchers or anything, like whatever you need to do to find your motivation through other people, or, the biggest thing is community. I think that's one of the biggest motivators, is connecting to communities online or wherever, to where you have that support. I think that's super important. I don't think that, I don't know. To me, I don't see how I could have found motivation just on my own. I know the first thing that motivated me was finding out that I had a health issue, or a possible health issue. That was like, okay, it's time to change. That motivated me to get started. Then, seeing all these people and all their progress, that motivates me to keep going, knowing that I could get there. So, the next question, what does my workouts consist of and how many days? And I already answered that. Let's see. How did I get started? I got started, I think I kind of answered this in my previous video of why I got started. But I just started doing little things just to make changes. First it was cutting out soda. Then it was, like going for walks and stuff like that. So like it was all small changes that I started making. It wasn't all at once. I couldn't even walk a mile back then. Couldn't even walk a half a mile back then. I was out of breath just walking up a little hill, Now I'm walking for 30 to 40 minutes. It's like, wow, like, I've come a long way. So yeah, so everyone just, my biggest thing that I tell people is just start off small. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just start off small and just start making healthy changes in your life. That was how I started, and then it just kind of took off from there. How do I not get so overwhelmed with the amount of weight I need to lose? That was hard at the beginning because I kept thinking of that big number that I needed to lose, and I was like, there's no way. That's a lot of weight. It's going to be years before I get that off. And again, Lexi, Fat Girl Fed Up, she totally, she had that too, and she got her weight off in a couple years. I don't know if that happens to everybody, but she worked her butt off to get her weight off. So it can happen. So I just, starting off with those little steps, like I said, I think that is like one of the biggest things about how you can not get so overwhelmed, is just starting off little things, because all those little things add up. And I've heard it a million times before. I've heard people say this, like, all the little things add up. Well, I promise you they do add up, because you're making changes. And even if you lost a half a pound a week just because you cut out soda or you cut out something that you normally do, you're going to find that in a month, you're going to be down a few pounds more than you were last month. Or say that you got up and started exercising. Well, guess what? You're going to be down, So things like that. I think that's the most important, to not get overwhelmed. Just start off little. So I cannot really think about anything else to talk about. And that's pretty much all the questions that I got asked. So you guys are always welcome to message me and send, comment, whatever you guys have questions. I try to answer everybody. If I don't get to you right away, even if I read your message, I will get to you guys. Like, I may have just been out and read it really quick, and I'm not ignoring you. I promise, I will get to you guys. And yeah, so I hope this helps you guys, and please talk to your doctor before you try anything that I've said. I'm not a professional or anything like that. I just am telling you guys my experience and like things that have worked for me, but they may not necessarily work for you guys. So you guys just have to kind of find what works for you. That's like my biggest advice that I could give anybody. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day and week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.